Banished. With cautious steps, veiled under the silver moonlight, they traversed through the sinister whispers of the Emerald Sea and the menacing silence of the night. On the dawn of the 5th day of their voyage, the citadel of King Vandran rose on the horizon, its lofty towers piercing the veils of morning fog. After speaking to the guards and entering the keep, the heroes approached the king. Beside the king, amidst the eerie silence and sunbeams radiating through the stained-glass windows, emerged a mysterious figure. The multicolored light pouring through the glass cast a prism across the throne room, revealing a silhouette draped in luminescent-studded leather armor of the darkest obsidian. An armor forged in the hidden depths of the abyss, known to drink the light that dared to graze its surface and turn all other colors into black, rendered its wearer a phantom, even broad daylight. This man moved with a grace that suggested deadly intent lurking in the core of his being. His strides toward the heroes were a seamless dance of predatory finesse akin to a panther stalking its prey in the veil of night. The eerie reflection of the sunlight caught the silver crucifix that adorned his chest, a sanctified emblem resting upon the abyssal black of his armor, the stark dichotomy between light and dark resonating in the chilling silence. As he glided down the hall, approaching the king's side as the heroes advanced, a radiant luminescence danced brightly through the gap in his cloak, revealing over his hip a lethal companion, a whip unlike any borne by mortal hands. Its handle, a silver crucifix intricately etched with runes of an ancient and forgotten dialect, bore the essence of sanctity, yet threatened doom. The whip itself, a chain of hexagonal razors meticulously linked to form a cascade of death, awaited the command to unfurl its wrath upon the souls doomed to meet its cold embrace. With each haunting step he took, the spectral glow of the crucifix melded with the dark abyss of his armor, painting a visage of both angelic doom and demonic grace, a paradox personified. The tale of his quest was one shrouded in both holy endeavors and shadowed secrets, a narrative intertwined with the very essence of sin and salvation. His presence, a whispered legend amidst the corners of Thundertide, left both the pure of heart and the wicked in a state of unrest, for the king's bodyguard, Count X-Force, as the tales deemed him, was neither a saint nor a sinner, but an enigma veiled in the robes of night. As the heroes knelt before King Vandran, the rogue Lagwan offered the golden lamp to his majesty as gesture of good faith. A hushed silence fell upon the court. The fate of Lumiere and potentially Thundertide lay in the balance. It was a moment of unyielding tension, the whispers of destiny fluttering amidst the heartbeats of the heroes in the timeless halls of valor. "Ah yes, the Lamp of Lumiere," the king exclaimed. "Heroes, in exchange for your service to the crown and retrieving this artifact, I grant you a royal charter to develop a stronghold on the island of Earth's Chain. You shall be given an emissary to begin construction and a line of credit in the amount of 5,000 gold crowns to begin construction of your keep." He drew his sword, and said, "Approach, heroes, so that I may dub thee Knights of Thundertide." After knighting the heroes, with a glance filled with the burden of kingship, King Vandran looked upon his court, the looming decision a blend of both menace and hope. The tale of Lumiere, the trio of knights, and the ancient relic intertwined within the chronicles of Thundertide, awaited the wisdom, or perhaps the vengeance, of the throne. King Vandran, however, driven by the flames of ambition, had sought the lamp with an avidity that knew no bounds. Today, after years of relentless pursuit, he stood before it. A dragon of desire roared in his heart, as he reached out and dusted off the centuries that veiled the lamp's gleam. With trembling hands, he raised the lamp to eye level. The legends spoke of a boundless genie, Lumiere, a being of unimaginable power who could render one wish unto the possessor of the lamp. Vandran took a deep breath as he ran his fingers along the cold engravings of the lamp, summoning the words of release that had been passed down through cryptic lore. The chamber trembled as a celestial wind encircled the room, embers of otherworldly fire danced from the lamp's spout, manifesting into a towering figure of ethereal essence, his eyes like the starlit night, his form an aurora of shimmering mysteries. The genie Lumiere had awakened. Who has awakened me from my ageless slumber? The voice of the genie echoed through the halls of time. It is I, King Vandran, the sovereign ruler of this mortal realm, proclaimed Vandran, his voice quivering between the realms of fear and excitement. You have one wish, O king. Make it with the wisdom of the ancients, for destiny holds a razor's edge. The genie spoke, his voice an enigmatic tune that filled the chamber with a boundless aura. I wish to be the emperor, the king of kings, to reign over the realm, to have dominion over lands far and wide. The desire in Vandran's voice was a fierce storm. The genie studied Vandran with his timeless gaze. His eyes seemed to pierce through the veil of mortal avarice, and with a sigh that rustled the veil of reality, he rose his arms. Your wish shall be granted, though not as you might have envisioned. A mischievous spark flickered through the genie's form. You shall be an emperor, but emperor of the 9 hells, where dominion bears a blade of torment and the crown is forged in the embers of despair. Before Vandran could grasp the gravity of the genie's words, a rift of shadows engulfed him, and with a whirl of dark enigma, he found himself upon a throne of molten skulls. He now wore a crown of dark flames, and before him roared the 5-headed dragon, Tiamat, the mistress of hells. And in the echoes of the nefarious laughter of the genie that cascaded through the abyss, King Vandran's scream of realization was but a whisper in the storm of his unyielding ambition. As the portal closed, time stood still as the king's sword fell at the feet of his bodyguard, X-Force, who looked down upon it, briefly reflecting on its history.